Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for August 26th, 2026. We've got Seaside and Allies today. And we've got Sailor, Blockade, sorry, not Blockade, Sailor and Student for trashing. We've got Fishing Village, Native Village, Royal Galley, or plus actions. Also technically Lich, but not really. For draw, well, Royal Galley, Duration Royal Galley is draw. Lich, again, can be draw. That's pretty much it. So, yeah, limited draw for sure. And there's not a lot of targets for Duration Royal Galley. There's Swap, there's Sorcerer, and Native Village. Like, you play enough Native Villages, it comes close to being card neutral. But, yeah, pretty awkward there. And then for gains, we've got Blockade and Conjure to gain cheap stuff. Bauble is plus buy. Pirate can gain treasures. Lich can technically be a source of gains. You can trash Lich and gain stuff out of the trash. That can be very powerful. I don't think it will be here. So I would really very much prefer to have the 4/3 and to just open Blockade and then Forest Dwellers that into the shuffle immediately. But we do not have that option. I think, as such, I will not use Forest Dwellers turn 1. And then the question is, do we get a student? Or do we just use Sailor for trashing? We are ultimately going to want to hit 5 for swap, but I wouldn't say that it's urgent, and student itself can be swapped. So I think we do take a student. Yeah, the bot did the thing I wanted to do. No, stop that. All right, whatever. We'll get a Sailor, I guess. We want to rotate here. Probably not. What we probably want to do is rotate next turn. All right, do we want a Bauble, a Native Village, or a Sycophant? The favors would be pretty nice. We start with 1 Bauble. Sure. Stop that! Fuck! Come on! Oh, did I forget to use my favor last turn? I totally meant to. Oops. No, wait, no, I didn't. Oh, the student gave me a favor back. That's right. I don't want my blockade to miss the shuffle. Yeah. Okay. Like I was saying, I think what we want to do is rotate now, and then we can use Sailor to play Conjurer. Trash Estate? Probably, because I think we're going to want to play with Fishing Village. Oh, wait. Why did I think I was going to be able to get a conjure? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Why did I think that? I don't know why I thought that. Ugh. Alright. Just not rotate again. I guess I'll take a fishing village. You fucking stop! God damn it! Ugh! So obnoxious. Alright, let's... If we trash here, we can take coin top deck. Sorry, if we trash copper here, we can take coin top deck, and we can top deck Sailor, and then we've got Sailor Blockade. I think that's what I want to do. Or, well, we can take Sailor Blockade and also, like, rotate next turn to Conjure is part that I didn't maybe specify. Anyway, never gonna get another fucking blockade. This is infuriating. Alright, I guess at this point you might as well use the Forest Dwellers. Yeah, we wanna do that, and do that, and do that, and do that, and do that. And gain what? Maybe another Sailor? I don't think I super want another Conjurer. I'm imagining we're gonna want to hit 5 for swap, and we're gonna want to get Royal Galleys going. We can't do that yet. Oh, he didn't blockade. Incredible. Alright, do we use Forest Dwellers now? 2, 3, 4. I kind of want to keep this copper so that I can hit 5 for swap. So... I think I'm okay with using this. We leave that estate on top and trash it next turn. That would be pretty nice to do. Alright. I think I want Conjurer gaining Blockade, gaining Royal Galley. Do we want to top deck a swap? Or do we want to just get it in a favor? Uh... Let's top deck it, I guess. Okay. The problem we have now is we don't have a sailor in hand. Nothing much to be done about that. Could swap the student at this point. Probably for another sailor. Bot is undoubtedly trying to pile rush. Doesn't have much in the way of like draw, but do we want to just get more sailors? With the conjurer? Do we want to take the last blockade? Do we want to get a pirate? And be able to hit province with that? We can always swap into swap next turn in order to have a target for like another galley. I think I like that. We can use one of our sailor things to put a pirate into play, and then we get the gold off of that. So then the other one... Yeah, it could just be... I think we want to blockade galley, but not play it. And... yeah, do we want another sailor in play? I mean, certainly if we want to hit province next turn, we're going to be able to do it if we do that, including trashing any coppers. So that is an advantage. And then we can always swap out of excess sailors, I guess. So, sure. Okay. Yeah, let's get sailor to swap. Put this one in play. We run a return a fishing village. Yeah, I think so. I think we return this for another swap. And then we conjure galley, playing that to play swap. Do that. Blockade. Another galley. Only downside to this is I didn't get another pirate in play. It's probably fine. Also, only have one sailor in play going into next turn. Maybe that's not ideal. Do we get anything out of another buy here? Kind of think we want the favor, so we can try to skip the province. Yeah, I'll just do that. And, well, it's a lot of estates. That is a lot of estates. But, like, does the bot's deck fall apart at some point? Like, how does it continue to draw into all of this mess? It has the two conjurers, but the blockades, I don't know. Anyway. Wait, what? I didn't click that. What the fuck? Oh, I wanted to finish putting stuff into my hand. And then I should have had the option to choose to what the fuck? Alright, I guess we'll swap pirate to swap. Yeah, it just did me dirty. And then we'll swap a swap back to a pirate or something. Or maybe a sailor. We have 3 of them down there. I guess we probably have enough actions we could just play it normally anyway, but... Yeah, maybe we actually swap one of the galleys. Let me swap back to it or something. I don't know, whatever. I want to play at least one sailor. That was before I start doing other stuff. And then galley, swap. Swap for pirate and play it. And then play another sailor. Conjure another galley. Play that. Play the swap. Maybe we just swap into another pirate. Oh, I guess we're, well, whatever. It doesn't matter. We can just play it. Oh, wait. We don't actually have enough money to province. I done goofed. That's not good. I mean, this is assuming that it matters, but which it may well not. The bot might just be able to empty piles here. Guess I'll take a duchy. Well, we're gonna have 3 golds, 9, 11, 12, 13. If we want to hit double province, what we want is 1 more gold. Maybe we take that now rather than a duchy. Yeah, okay. It's just like the bot, I don't know, maybe I should have just eaten the curse on the blockade thing, but the bot got to blockade first and then it was just all downhill. Just blockade spam. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, I probably should have taken a curse early to be able to like flip the parity on that, but I didn't, so here we are. Let's try that again and hope we get... No, fucking damn it! Oh, well, the bot didn't have it either. Okay, that's good. And it opened pirate, which doesn't seem great to me. Alright, so... we don't care about buying... well, I guess I wouldn't mind buying a bauble. In terms of trashing estate versus copper, do we want the student top decked? We're gonna blockade. I think I'm gonna do that. If we top deck the student, then our blockade doesn't miss the shuffle. That's the big advantage there. Although we do have we won't have a favor if we trash a state. Yeah, all right. Don't want to trigger that shuffle. Now we want to... I guess maybe we want to blockade. Maybe we want to try to do the blockade rush at least a little bit. Blockade, and get a fishing village. Now the bot's going a completely different direction here. Do we even spend this favor? We've trashed 2 cards. We have 5 junk cards here. We have 3 down there. 50-50 shot, sort of, that any individual one is actually a junk card. Right, it's 2 blockades. No, 1 blockade, a student, and fishing village. I guess it's fine, because like nothing's missing this shuffle as a consequence. Like, it won't have a bad outcome, but will it have a good outcome? Is it worth spending the favor when we're not going to get another one this turn? That I'm not sure about. I mean, it would definitely be sad if we didn't see the fishing village, though. All right, that's reason enough. Well, okay. Do we keep the student in hand at all then? I think so. All right, so we could, yeah, now we could get a conjurer. What we really want, though, first is a sailor. So I think we blockade. Don't do this. We do this so that we can top deck the student and rotate to conjurer. We can get a sailor. Leave this estate on top for the sailor to trash. I think I'm fine with that. Okay. Once again, we are eventually going to want swap, but we want it badly enough now to not play the student. I don't think so. And is conjurer actually what we want right here? I also think maybe not, because we only have 1 blockade in hand. I think we want to blockade. Well, What we really want to have blockaded is like a blockade and a sailor. So I think that means we play blockade and we blockade, but we don't play that. And then we buy blockade and we play that and we get a sailor on it. Okay. And now fortunately we can't hit 5 while also playing the student. Maybe that's fine. Maybe we don't worry about conjurer. Just go blockade, 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 sailor, and take a swap. It's a lot of blockades. Okay. That last card is probably just a copper or something. Almost certainly not something we can play with Royal Galley because we have very little of that in our deck. So gaining and playing a galley doesn't do too much, but we can do blockade, sailor, put that into play. Blockade a blockade, but not play it. Blockade a sailor, that into play. Or maybe, actually, maybe a fishing village. And a galley. And buy a galley. Or a sailor. Remains to be seen whether this is actually going anywhere. We did not draw the... Oh, we don't have any sailors. Oh, no. I should have kept a sailor blockaded. Whoops. The idea is that eventually we can, like, use swap to swap out of some of the blockades and sailors, and then we can, like, use sailor to put the stuff back into play and all that, but we have to, like, find the stuff first. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna blockade, and blockade sailor, and then take another swap. Okay. A couple sailors in play. Swap is still down there. Student's not a bad swap target. Let's put that on top and get a favor. How is that? If we were to gain a galley... So yeah, set it aside if you did. So we could trash this other copper right now if we wanted to by blockading galley, putting it into play, playing the student. That would all be non-terminal. Because it would play the student. The alternative... is to... just, like, gain... more sailors, I guess. I'm gonna do the galley thing. there's that swap. We have a ton of blockades in our deck. So we're gonna galley, swap, and swap out a blockade, right? I think we discard blockade. But we're also gonna want to swap student, probably. Let's get at least one sailor into play. Might as well play the fishing village as well. Galley, swap. Yeah, we should swap student first. Swap. Galley, swap. Blockade. To do we want to play with pirate? The problem is that it does let the bot react with its pirates. It's probably ideally not. I'm not going to need the fishing village as much. Could also just take another galley and see if we draw. We do have another swap in our deck. We might draw it. We probably won't. We want to hit province. We could also take like a sycophant, play a couple cards, and then sycophant one card. Like the fishing village, maybe. And then that's a good swap target as well. Sure. Play one more sailor, blockade back. Don't play it. No, damn it! I see what's happening. It's like play card and put into hand look very similar. Whatever. Okay, put a sailor into play. Galley, swap. Turn a blockade into galley. We don't really need the actions from playing it, but I guess we can. Get another galley, another sailor in play. Galley, swap. Take another sycophant. First of all, this is only once per turn, right? Yeah. Could also take another swap and then blockade a galley and play it. This is a reason not to just have played the galley with the sailor, though, because, like, the blockade stuff. But let's get... I really want to get another sailor in play. Return a fishing village. Blockade. 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 Sailor or galley? Probably sailor. The bot is doing a little too well at hitting province here. It's also showing, oops, yeah. All right, guess we'll turn sailor into a swamp. Do this first. All right. Play that. Turn. Something into galley. Probably want to get a sycophant back anyway, so let's say sycophant, I guess. Let's do that. We don't have any plus buy. We should get some. Should get a bauble. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to like gain and play a bauble, except by getting a student and rotating to conjurer. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I guess we can go ahead and like change like that. Don't really need that. Sailor in play. We do have a copper somewhere in this deck that we can use student to trash. I'm gonna go ahead and get that sycophant back. We don't need this many swaps. Blockade back. I'm pretty sure there's a copper down there. There it is. Also don't really need this many sailors. I think what we want to do is get another swap. Student, rotate, crash. Blockade. Let's put another sailor in play. Blockade, playing conjure to gain bauble. And now blockade, meaning royal galley. That, playing that. Swapping the student. For... What is that last card? It's another blockade, right? Alright, let's just do this then. Ooh, we can't keep the bauble in hand while playing the Sycophant. We want to get this other stuff in play. Alright, hold on. Maybe not a galley then. Maybe... And blockade on top is... That's probably not what we want. Ah. We don't have any actual, like, blockade, like, set-aside stuff. We do have the Conjurer, which is basically as good. You know what we could do? Well, we'd have to decline to get this sailor in play. I was thinking we could try to get a native village and start setting aside the provinces. But... Maybe just take another blockade, actually. No, that's... No, because I still need to... I need something that I'm willing to discard. Yeah, maybe it is a swap, and we just... Swap this to another swap. And we just know we have the galley targets at least. Play the sailor, sycophant, this stuff. Buy double duchy. There's a lot of production to get to double duchy, but oh my god. Okay, can we even win now? Yeah, this is evidently the counterplay was to just go pirate money. Province gets us to 24, triple duchy gets us to 33. Yeah, no, we're the pirate money deck got it done. And blockade spam. Oh my god, why can I not start with 4-3? The blockade spam was too slow for what I was doing. I probably should have stopped with the blockade spam earlier and built towards the swap royal galley stuff sooner, but I was trying too hard to deny the bot rather than to just build my own deck. Great. There's no reason to worry about the blockade missing the shuffle since it effectively would regardless. We take a bauble now, probably. The bot did not blockade. Interesting. I kind of regret taking that bauble because we have two. Should have thought about that. Well, whatever. I'll just trash a copper. All right. I think I'll trash a state here. Pick up a fishing village. And the question is, do we blockade again? I think so. I think I'll go ahead and top deck the fishing village. Seems like a good thing to have at the start of a shuffle. I don't super want to be hitting 3 again, but I guess it's fine. One more blockade, one more fishing village, and then hopefully we have 2 blockades. Okay. Do we want the bauble on top? Probably not really. Oh, Conjurer is here. All right. We have 4 blockades. I think that's good enough. I think we go... Crash a state. Take a sailor. Take... We're not really ready for galley, but we could take a conjurer. Or we could just take another... Well, we're going to buy a fishing village. Conjurer. Sailor. Conjure. Another sailor. The bot just take all the other... No, it rotated. Okay. Blockade. Not gonna have a swap yet. Just blockade another sailor, but like not play it. I think that's probably the play. Oh, fishing village is blockaded. Do we want a second bauble? Hmm. I guess so. Oh, pfft, that was a mistake. I totally forgot about that. Should have taken Sycophant or nothing. Do we care about getting a favor from student? Surely not. No, we don't have to top deck it. I actually don't have a blockade in hand. All right, now... Well, you know, I say that, but we're going to have the swap top decked. So actually, let's decline that. That's whatever. So for sure, top deck. Just do favor top deck. Like, I'm not really sure we want to buy anything else yet, probably. Bot's gonna do swap stuff now. All right, we're triggering a shuffle anyway, so we might as well do this. Discard the bauble. Other than that, so we're gonna play a sailor. And we're kind of conjure a galley that's going to play the swap, that's going to swap the student into probably another sailor. Draw both of these cards. I mean, that seems fine. That seems fine. Alright, so yeah, play sailor. Play... The other thing we do is conjure a sailor and then blockade the galley. Just do it more directly. Oh, I see the problem with my plan. I didn't set myself up to get another swap while also being able to play a galley for it. I guess that's fine. It's probably fine. Okay. We want another galley. We're not going to play it. And we want another sailor, but we're not going to play it. And then we take another swap. And put in hand. Put in hand. That, because why not? We could trash this copper. I think we go fishing village to swap. Okay, sailor. Galley. Swap. Fishing village to maybe one more swap. Conjurer, galley, swap. Arcade, the galley. Galley, swap. How many sailors have we actually played this turn? 2. Okay. So we probably do want to pirate, I guess. I don't know. It's unfortunate because the bot has 2, but like that's how we get to a decent amount of money. The 2 sailors. And we have... I think what we want to do is blockade Conjure to play it. We don't want to take pirate yet. So we take, if we do Conjure to play it, then we really want to be able to play what we're gaining with Conjure in all probability. We've already used 1 sailor play on conjuring a galley. I mean, I guess we could just leave the Conjurer blockaded. Blockade Conjurer, blockade galley, probably. Seems fine. Okay. Should be like... I guess we could play with Sorcerer. I hadn't really thought about that before, but... we care about top decking a little bit. Thinking about getting a Sycophant. We could go coin, top deck, coin, buy, and then we get the same number of favors if we took the favors of the bubble directly, but then we have another swap target. So, sure. Maybe I should have top decked that actually. Yeah, I totally should have, because I have these swaps. Oh well. The bot rotated off of Sorcerer for some reason. Okay. think I'm gonna want to swap the fishing village. We can keep the blockade. At the very least, fishing village to swap. Put conjurer back and regain it. Yes. Blockade back and regain it. Why not? Okay. Galley, sorcerer. Hey. Just go ahead and do conjure to gain play conjure, gain and play sailor. I suppose we should gain another pirate. I need to actually put that into play though. Galley, swap. We want 4 sailors in play? So we could. And then swap this swap into another blockade probably then. Sailor, play pirate, blockade, galley, blockade, sailor. I finally feel like I've got the deck that I wanted to have that has like control and stuff. Only taken me 3 attempts. Yay. This is UI. All right, we don't have anything we need to trash, so we can do this. No. Okay. I wonder if we could win this turn. Empty on like sailors, galleys, and blockades. Seems possible. We have one more swap to resolve. Hmm. Four gains between Blockade and Conjurer in hand. We got some more down there. We've got some plus buy we can use. We can put the Conjurers back and regain them, but then we do lose the gains on net. I guess I'll swap one swap for like a galley. We just don't swap anything here. Certainly we put a sailor into play. Or two sailors. Do we just do Conjurer? I think we just do Conjurer gaining Blockade to gain a sailor and play it. And then we don't actually lose net sailor plays. Conjurer gaining Blockade. Wait, we did lose. How did that happen? Okay, hold on. Yeah, that's right, because we played the Blockade and the sailor. Okay. In that case, let's galley, swap. We just decline here, but if we have another sailor, then we can do Conjure, Blockade, sailor. I mean, not that this really matters, I guess, but in theory, it could matter if we wanted to like play this last Blockade. In practice, I think, yeah, obviously, it won't actually matter. Yeah, we had this pirate down here we could have swapped. That would have been the goal. Oh well. Well, yeah, I obviously did not play very well here. The bot first went for a hard rush, then went for pirate money, and then it went something in the middle that worked worse than either. I don't think it's necessarily the case that like, oh, the rush strategy is the best because it won the fastest, because if you get enough points, then the rush doesn't have the ability to actually win the game. Likewise, the money strategy, takes a while, so if you can get your deck going faster. So I'm still not really sure what the best line is here. Like, this was 13 turns, and I didn't need to end the game this turn in particular, but like the money strategy, I forget how many turns that took, but it was surely more. So, but I don't know. Like, I could, especially if you played with like a little bit more trashing, I could see Pirate Money being competitive here. Trying to do the stuff with like Sailor, Blockade, Conjure, Swap, or whatever, Royal Galley is certainly more fun. So there's that, but I don't know if it's actually better. It's good at gaining a lot of cheap cards, but that doesn't necessarily translate into winning the game. Well, all right. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.